Hey guys, it's Kevin from the New Warehouse Podcast. I'm here in the Resonant Link booth at MODEX for our little collaborative Power Talk series. And I'm going to be joined by Damon Hosmer of Raymond. And he's all about the energy side of Raymond. So we're going to talk a little bit about power today for Power Talks. And I think that makes a lot of sense. So Damon, it's a pleasure to see you. How have you been?
Doing well, man. Great to see you. Thank you for all you do, and congrats on 5 years, man. Happy to be here today.
Thank you. Yes, happy to talk to you. So why don't you I know you, but some other people maybe don't know you. So why don't you introduce yourself, tell us what you're all about.
Yeah, so I'm General Manager of Energy Storage Solutions for the Raymond Corporation. If you're familiar with Raymond, Raymond's actually a family of the TECO Industry Corporation, right? So Toyota is kind of the parent company, and basically I handle anything to do with lithium-ion batteries, hydrogen fuel cells, wireless charging, any of the new technology, and looking at how we can adapt that into the new vehicle architecture that we're building today. So really excited to be here, and I think there's the power side of the business, as you can see, right? There's the power hive behind us. You got wireless here. There's all sorts of new tech that's coming out and stuff. So energy is really driving the material handling space in a really neat way.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think no matter what, we need power in the material handling space without a doubt, right? So talk to us a little bit about some of those trends this year that you're either seeing here at the MODEX show or just in general around energy.
Yeah, so a lot of people are asking about integration, right? There's been these proliferation of lithium batteries in the marketplace, right? The legacy lead acid guys are starting to make the conversion. And if you think about the way that Raymond's gone to market, right, for the past 100 years, we hit 100 years, last year, they would sell a piece of equipment with a hole in the side of it, right? So now when you start to look at it, it's much more bringing that consumer feel into the warehouse and looking at it from almost like an automotive perspective, right? The engine of the vehicle itself, it creates performance dynamics, safety dynamics, and ultimately that operator ergonomic safety piece as well is extremely important. So performance is a big one that we're seeing, from a trend perspective, right? People are doing more. It's one of those interesting things that the only dynamic today is change in the business world and stuff. So power creates a unique opportunity to eliminate some of the battery extraction, right, in some of the big older warehouses and stuff. I think people are looking at energy more holistically as well, more at the facility level. That's certainly where we're taking it from the Raymond side of the business. It's not just about batteries and chargers, right? It's about demand management. Labor's an issue, but energy costs at the facility level are extremely expensive as well. So how can we be proactive and help mitigate that to our customers to create a better owning experience, if you will?
Yeah, absolutely. I think that makes a ton of sense, like to look at the bigger picture, right? It's time to stop looking at kind of the individual silo, little granular processes in between, and how do we kind of make everything work together? So, I love that you kind of tied in the energy with the labor also, and how does that kind of impact each other, and how does that work? Now, from Raymond's perspective, you guys are investing in, energy, automation, the standard material handling equipment, all types of things. I warehouse too, from a labor management standpoint. Tell us a little bit about what's maybe the strategy there, or kind of the focus, and why, puts your hands in so many different things.
Yeah, it's about creating a holistic ecosystem, right? It's no longer individual assets and things like that. If you look at the way when a forklift distribution center is set up, right, each of the pieces of equipment within there kind of complement each other, right? They all serve different tasks, but it has to cohesively support the next function going forward and stuff. So it's extremely important, right? From the LMS piece, from the telematics, right? There's a lot of data. Are they buying too much equipment? Can we help them reduce peak demand at certain portions of the day, right? Can we, help mitigate from the operator perspective, right? Automated applications. It doesn't have to go fully automated. It can be a hybridized type situation with our courier products. We see it, right? Feed P&D stations with VNA applications that are still manual coming through. So we're trying to more live what we speak, right? The optimize, automate, connect. It's difficult. There's no silver bullet, I think, that, people always come in and what can we do to eliminate everything, And it's like, that's a really complex question, type situation. So I think it's taking the data, it's prioritizing things, and making sure that we have a robust portfolio to support any of those different areas, but ultimately bring it back to that full ecosystem and that positive owning experience.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think it's such a great kind of mission or vision, I guess, those words. You have that tagline, and it makes so much sense. And I talked to the Raymond guys about it a couple times, and it just makes so much sense at that core foundation that you're able to take them kind of, from the beginning, like almost to the end, right? And so I guess in that sense too, where you have, somebody that comes and says like, oh, eliminate everything for me, right? I mean, where would you tell them to really start within that process and that kind of journey?
Yeah, I think, at the core of Raymond is, lean management principles, right? Kind of value mapping the processes that are in place, looking at those energy intensive areas of the warehouse or whatever the problems might be, looking at some of the waste streams, right? I laugh, I gave a presentation yesterday and, one of the guys was like, well, we have a problem with equipment that's tagged out, right? I'll tag it out, but it remains powered and energized throughout the day. And that's valuable energy that you're paying for, but it's not serving the function of it and stuff, So it's interesting to think how different aspects can kind of impact some of those areas.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that's such an interesting thing too. Like you see some of these kind of problems maybe that are maybe seem like one-offs, right? But it's something that I think comes up, like you just mentioned the tag out issue, and I'm sure there's other people too that are dealing with that, right? But it's that one person that's gonna like say something about it, right? It's like, oh, how can we solve that problem? And I think it's great that you guys take that approach and you're able to kind of like holistically, full circle, take care of all these different solutions and things like that. So I'm curious to learn from you too. I mean, we're here in the Resonant Link booth, right? You guys have a Raymond machine in here, right, with Resonant Link. So tell us a little bit about, partnership there or something, or what are your thoughts on Resonant Link?
Yeah, I think wireless is, right, I always like to say toothbrushes to tuggers type situation. We utilize this technology in so many other aspects of our consumer lives, and it's a really game-changing technology, especially with what they've developed, right? We really believe in the technology and we're looking further into it. It creates a unique opportunity for many people, right? From the labor perspective, right? From abuse and neglect on, maintenance side of the house and stuff with that manual connection. Also, whoever gets it right with this, high power wireless transfer is going to have a lot of opportunity because, right, our customers are begging us to help validate and bring something like this to market. So they've been a great partner to us. We're excited to continue to look at their technology as they continue to grow, and we believe in them and stuff. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here with you today. So.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a good testament right there, right? So great to learn from you here, Damon. Always good to connect with you and talk energy in the material handling space and just the industry in general as well. So if people are interested in potentially learning more about Raymond on the energy side, what's the best way to do that?
They can reach out to me directly, visit our website. Also, it's really unique. We just announced 2 weeks ago, but we're opening up a new research and development center up in Rochester, New York.
Oh, nice.
In partnership with Toyota Material Handling North America. So our parent corporation in Raymond will have kind of an independent spot that's focused solely on the power side of the house. So love to connect with you on that, have you up there whenever we cut the ribbon over there and show you what we're really looking forward to in the future, because energy is a big portion of our business, and especially with our brethren on the Toyota side, right? Engine displacement and everything else is a unique opportunity. So more to come, but hope to see you up there soon.
Fantastic, and I'm definitely excited from that. I'm not far away. I'm in New Jersey, so that works for me. And I'll definitely be looking forward to that. So Damon, thank you so much for joining me here
Kevin,
today.
Appreciate you, buddy, man. This is always a pleasure.
All right, so that's Damon Hosmer of Raymond here in the booth with me for Resonant Link Power Talk. So make sure you connect with Damon on LinkedIn as well. He gives a lot of great tips there on energy and just the industry in general.